Hello, my dear insurance clients. I have been away for the past 1 month because I have been experiencing a health crisis that saw my energy plummet to like zero. I would be very tired by 7 p.m. and I was also going through a lot of nausea. In a couple of weeks, I will be sharing with you personally what has been going on. But during this period of personal struggle and when I found myself pretty challenging in order to work, made me really reflect about the kind of business and the kind of flow and ease that I would like in my clients, that I would love to work with and for myself, so that we can continue making this insurance process or this insurance journey, me as your financial advisor, a very fruitful and enjoyable one. So at the end of it all, it's actually really coming to the basis of you receiving the best quality advice, leaving the nitty-gritty to be very seamless and efficient. And here am I going to address the areas that are doing well in client standards and the areas that I would definitely be seeking improvement on moving forward, so that when I implement them, you would know what is going on. So I hope that this will be the beginning of our new way of working, and I can't wait to start a brand new. You will actually understand why am I doing all of this. All right, so let's begin. First and foremost, I just want to thank all of you for having a very beautiful relationship with me. Some of you have actually been with me for about 8 years to 9 years, like ever since my day one in insurance. There is a very strong trust, a very close relationship, and I the most of it is that it's a very low maintenance, and that's just me also with my own friends as well. Like my friends can always tell me that I give a vibe of like old friend, even though they haven't been speaking to me for a long while. And I think I really enjoy having this support, seeing through multiple life stages. For some of you, you would know me when I started off as single to being married, having my own home, having a kid, and who knows about future family building plans, right? But I think that is really what I enjoy, seeing all of you, especially some of your kids grow up. Some of you actually working and then retiring and then coming to me retirement planning. So I just feel that, you know, having a very close relationship, something very long term, is not easy to come by in this business where it's very competitive as well. And thank you so much for all of this. You have given me a lot of exclusive rights as a sole financial advisor for most of you. When I take over, I find that either I'm your one and only financial advisor, or at most like the most trusted out of the whole lot that you speak to. And I think that is very precious, because this industry, yeah, everybody is all fighting for a pie of your premium. But I don't go in with a very competitive edge, because I believe that I'm not here for everyone, and everyone is not for me as well. So I know that those people who come to me, they would either stay with me long term, or they would eventually move on to find someone else who actually suits them better, and that's totally fine. Right? Pass, you don't even need your physical IC anymore. Everybody's all using apps, right? And in fact, if you don't use the app, then you will be left behind by, you know, now everything is all via contactless. So I really appreciate there's a very strong self-help initiative. A lot of you actually pick up the use of the app. You actually make your own payments online, and that's what I really like. Last time I would have to submit the payment details for you, blah, 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 credit card details bounce back, blah, 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 waste a lot of time. But right now, you know, in order to best protect your credit card details, it is for you to make the payment online. So many methods: AXS, iBanking, PayNow, PayEasy. Like, don't tell me you cannot find a payment method. And for you, all of you guys who have actually been using the claims processing service, you would know that AIA has one of the strongest claims experience, which is very seamless and very time efficient. You submit, you can get it done in 2 days. Okay, and a third one is actually for you guys who have actually been coming to me for very transparent or high level questions, because of the fact that you have all of the nitty-gritty, like what I said, the payment issues, all that has already been sorted out, you know, using all of the digital. And this actually gives a lot of space, a lot of time, and a lot of energy for me to actually share very consultative questions. Like some of you come to me saying that I have changed my life stage. You know, previously I was in NS and right now I want to buy a house. I'm facing like cash flow issues. How can I solve this? Right? And so you come to me with that kind of questions, and I feel very happy that I'm able to guide you because I was from there too. Some of you who are actually also experiencing, like maybe you lost your job, you say that I really would like to maintain my coverage, but I need to go for something lesser premium. Like, how can I do this? Right? So I like that there's a lot of transparency about life stage, no shame, because everybody goes through ups and downs in life. So I can help you reduce your budget while maintaining the coverage. Okay, and I think some of you guys, I really enjoy sharing with you about, you know, how to maximize your company and personal insurance for your upcoming surgery. So you get the best benefit, right? It's not just about blindly using the personal insurance just because you have it. So it clearly shows me that because of a lot of the assistance was done via self-help, this gives a lot of free and leeway for the higher level questions to come in. And this is what I actually enjoy the most when working with you guys. It's not about like, oh, can I help you do the claims, submit the claims, like that's PA level, you know, and I'm not here anymore to do that. In fact, I no longer have that kind of, thank goodness, like I completely shifted away from that, because I believe that the energy and the time to actually share with you about how to maximize your portfolio, how to actually keep you updated about, you know, what's the best way to actually leverage on your budget is actually more efficient rather than, you know, putting all this admin stuff. So with that are the areas that are doing well. Okay, now we'll move on to areas for improvement, in which there's two types. One is existing policies and the other one is new purchases. And I definitely want and have been wanting to highlight this for the longest time, because I have been experiencing quite a lot of frustrations in this area. And I decided to put a stop to it. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that really in the past 5 weeks, when I'm not able to work actively on my business because of my health crisis, I actually saw very clearly that moving forward, because of the time and energy that I have, and I'm seeing myself having lesser time and energy channeled to, like, you know, put chasing you guys for premiums. And I feel like insurance is something that you want to have, essentially, because it's not going to help me, you know, it's going to help you in the moment of life-threatening situations. And so many times I've heard people say, like, you know, oh, thank God I bought insurance, thank God I bought hospital insurance, thank God I bought CI, thank God I bought savings like 20 years ago. But at that moment of premium, you definitely don't feel it. So that's why I definitely, moving forward, I would love to see more responsibility and proactiveness around your policy premiums. I get it that everybody is busy, yeah, but I think there has been a lot of self-help, and there has been a lot of platforms for you to actually be aware about what's going on. So there is no way in the world to say that you have no idea, unless you don't even bother to read. Like, if you actually bother to read your credit card letters, or if you actually bother to read like your IRA statements, you also should bother to read about insurance premiums, because eventually they're going to help you in your times of need. Yeah, in times of need, or like in times of crisis. So first thing, policy premiums, I'm no longer going to be sending unsuccessful deduction reminders to any of you guys anymore. I feel like you would have either received it via eDoc on your app or a physical letter, either one. Please keep updated through eDocs or physical letters through your mailbox. So open it up, just like your credit card letters, your IRAS letters. Like, if the government is going to send you a letter, so you should open the ones that AIA send you as well. There's no reason, they're all about money. There's no reason why you should ignore AIA's one and, you know, open up Citibank's or OCBC's one. Okay, learn to understand what you have bought by actually reading the letter. Okay, I really get quite it just shows me that, like, there's a lack of participation when some of you guys send me the, you know, I have no idea what's going on, go and fix this. And, you know, to me, I am your advisor, but I'm not your PA. And that I don't appreciate this kind of treatment, because I feel that, you know, you have bought an insurance policy to protect yourself and your family. You should be responsible for it to ensure the premium as well. So learn to understand what you have bought by either reading it, reading the documents, and they're all in very simple, plain English. If you feel like you cannot understand, and even after you reading it, of course, there's complexity. If after reading it, you still don't understand, then that's when you approach me. I'm fine. But you know, what is not appreciated is when you come on and say I don't know what's going on, it's in a mess, can you go and fix it? Then I don't think that's very fair to me as well, when you have not put in any responsibility to go read about it, right? Be aware of their payment periods, whether it's start or end of the month if you're on monthly payment, and ensure there is sufficient bank funds. If you actually keep track of your HDB installments, your credit card installments, you also should keep track of your insurance payments as well. They are either like the start, the middle, of the end of the month. Like it cannot fall anything short or like confusing or anything, right? Like I don't think I need to like, you know, tell you to put it a reminder in the Google Calendar, but you can do that if you want. That's what I do for myself. Update expiring credit card details on PayEasy platform, which also can be done, updated immediately, because if it expires, it will not have the deduction, and then that's when, you know, after a couple of tries, then that's where it will lapse. Okay, now we have moved on to lapse or reinstatement of policies. Any lapse policies will be notified via app or e-doc strictly. I will no longer be notifying you of any lapse policies, because if you would have received the e-doc, the letters, and if you still don't react to it, I supposing that you're not interested, that you would like to give it up, and that's totally fine by me, because I feel that if people are actually interested to pay for their premiums, it should be because they take an interest in it. And if they don't want, that's fine. You know, sometimes there's membership that we are no longer interested in, that's okay. If you actually want to have your policies reinstated, please submit reinstatement request on the app, or call AIA hotline to follow up. The number is here on payment process. Payment can be made via iBanking, AXS, PayEasy, or PayNow. Please respect your policies like your credit card payments. So if you actually keep note of your credit card payments, you also should keep note about your policies as well. I just want to highlight that I think this is on my bottom line, and that I'm clearing a lot of clients who I do, of course, along the way. For most of you guys are very understanding. We have like if there's anybody who actually has any verbal abuse or like any you're angry over because your payment, you can't get it done immediately, I have a very strict policy on no verbal abuse, and I will not hesitate to let go of any clients who do not respect my boundaries. I think that's very clear, and I will not hesitate on that, and I'll make it very clear to you. Because again, I'm your insurance advisor, but I'm not your PA. And neither am I at the bottom of your list with all your other credit cards or IRAS payments. Yeah. So I'm very strict about this no verbal abuse policy, and I hope you can respect that. So areas for improvement for new purchase, financial literacy standards. Moving forward, if there are new purchases that you're interested in, I do not hesitate for you to look around, speak to other companies, and do your own research, because it's much more fruitful for us to engage in a discussion. Because what I said would make a lot of sense, because a lot of you come to me like a blank piece of paper with like, I'm absolutely clueless, and then nothing moves on from there. And if you really want to actually improve on your own financial literacy, there's so much information online, outside. You can put in the effort to research. Yeah. I do not engage in selling or persuasion, and I believe clients have the power to make their own decisions for their future. So in the end, if whatever I suggest, you feel that I'm not the right person to buy from, not wrong timing, or you want to seek somewhere else, that's fine by me. Because at the end of the day, I want people to purchase the policies from me in a very trustworthy, in a very convicted, like I know what I'm doing this for. Then, you know, it makes the whole engagement very fruitful. Eventually, you decide if I'm someone that you love to purchase from, and if you continue to have meaningful conversations around optimizing your finances. Second part about personal, with the rest, last small one, personal accident or PA purchase. It will only be done through 3 ways: Zoom, online, or phone call. And that any form of purchases will only be done via online link too. Sorry, hold on. All right, so that any form of purchase will be made via online link. Because I feel that personal accident is very, very affordable. It's like less than $20-$30 per month. If there's so much effort to put into, if you know, having to purchase a personal accident, you know, we have to meet, you know, I think it takes away a lot of time for more high-level implementation that can be done. So any form of, again, any form of PA purchase, and you know, for those people who have PA plans, you know how useful it is, how affordable it is, and how you can submit claims so effortlessly. Similarly, the purchase of it, either Zoom, online, or phone call to clarify any doubts, and then I'll send you the link, and then you can go and purchase it by yourself. Okay. Of course, if you actually purchase it with me, and then if you have my code, then that's when I'm able to watch over the policy for you. If you buy it from elsewhere or whatsoever, then of course I have no visibility on that. So that's all for my client standards. Thank you so much, and I hope that this will really clarify what are the kind of standards we're moving on from here. In a couple of weeks, I'll be sharing with you about my personal health crisis, and then you would finally understand why I'm doing all of this for. All right, see you.